and say whatever the hell you want, because nobody can see you, but they can sure as hell hear you.
Okay. I am looking handsome today.
Handsome as hell.
Am I
Justin.
lying?
Justin.
Find out soon.
You have under a minute and a half to find out if Justin is lying.
Spoiler, he is.
All right, Twitch is taking a second, but we will soon. Yep, we are officially live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch as of right now.
Awesome.
I was having like a nice time bantering, and then you said we're live, and I felt this immense pressure just drop on my shoulders.
Dugan, anybody who watches the show, this is the point. We literally click live, and then all conversation ceases.
Just ceases to exist.
Just ceases completely.
Should we all just cumulatively just take our pants off? Just to relax. Not like a sexual
You
thing,
have
just
pants
to like
on?
make ourselves
Wait,
feel
you
better.
all have pants on?
Yeah, you can't
No.
see. I mean, this is why we do the show from the waist up. It's more comfortable.
Nobody
that way.
can see it.
Yeah.
But just
60
genitals
seconds.
out.
I think
Sorry,
we
say
should
again?
I think we're gonna have to do a midnight start and do a quarantine below the belt where everyone puts their camera under the desk.
That's a great one.
That would be
I thought that
thoroughly
was this
disappointing.
Yeah, we since we've started the show, we've been kicking around the idea of quarantine nights or quarantine after dark, which is like our blue version of the show.
Yeah.
It's in the works, but that's gonna be 30 seconds out. Thank you very much.
I don't know. I haven't waxed. I feel like your audience deserves a waxing.
You know what? There's
true.
for every audience, there's a different niche audience member. So
believe,
I wouldn't
Chris,
worry about
what you
that.
mean is for every
true.
wax on, there's a wax off.
Thank you, Al. Thank you, Al.
Oh.
It's his birthday!
I know. Is your mic
Yeah.
even live right now,
I
Al?
have no clue. I never know. It's always a mystery.
We'll find out after the show.
I mean, the people are going to be
Three,
really
two,
disappointed if they
one.
didn't hear that.
All right, well, I'll tell you what, everybody. We're going to find out what Al said after the show, but right now, let me tell you what's going on. It's Tuesday night. Your team just won the Super Bowl, but there's no way in hell you're going to Disney World. This is quarantine.
Yeah.
Whoa!
This is the saddest cheer.
Yay!
Yay.
There's plenty of time to set the bar lower. Don't worry about that.
Could always be worse.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah, came on.
All right, hello, and welcome once again, everybody, to Quarantine, the game show that spreads the love, not the Rona. My name is Chris Iannucci, and I am your host this evening. So glad to have you all here tonight because we have a fantastic show planned for you with two fantastic teams who are here to compete for your amusement, and we're going to get right down to it and introduce them. Up first, we are so glad to have them here tonight. Joining us, they are based out of Chicago, Illinois. It is Club Asia, and playing
What's
tonight for Club Asia, we have Uzra, we have James, and we have Mike. Give a big wave, and I already realized I said your name wrong again, and I apologize. Usra.
You got it. Yes.
Hey,
there
there
we
we go.
The problem is I wrote it phonetically, and I should
There
have
we
never
go.
done that, but I apologize. Club Asia,
Same.
welcome onto the show tonight. How are you all doing this evening?
Good.
Good. All right, you
Good,
guys
yeah.
ready to get in there and scrap with your contestants tonight?
Yep.
Oh,
Fantastic.
we are
work.
born ready.
Now,
Oh yeah. Yep.
All right, that's what we like to hear. All right, well, your competitors this evening, the team that is looking to take you on and win a fantastic prize at the end of the show tonight, we have Bonotology. And tonight, playing for Bonotology, we have Justin, we have Dugan, and we have Alicia. Give a big wave for the folks who are at home. And again, so glad to have you tonight. We were literally just learning in the moments before the pre-show, it's a real church in Kansas, Bonotology, which is insane.
Yeah.
You guys actually formed your own religion in the state of Kansas.
Yeah, it's the easiest state to form a fake religion in because they just love it in all shapes and forms.
Ah, well, you know what? Good to know. Maybe afterwards, quarantine, we can start our own little religion out there as well and get some tax exempt status. All right. Well, congratulations, both team. Thank you so much for coming on tonight. We look forward to seeing what you can do. But we would have no show whatsoever if it wasn't for the man behind the scenes, the person who is holding this thing together. It is my brother, our tech guru, Al Iannucci. Al, how are you this evening?
I'm fantastic. How are you, Chris?
I'm doing well. So fantastic. You're out of this world, right?
It's a stellar evening.
Fantastic. Well, it's always glad to see you. It's so grateful for everything that you do for us here on the show. And we will get back in touch with you later on. But we are going to get going with tonight's episode. And some of you who have never seen the show before, first of all, thank you all so much for joining us tonight. We really do appreciate you being here for the entertainment. But we're going to explain how the rules work really quickly. In front of me, I have a series of lovingly handcrafted categories, trivia categories, that were put together by the team here at Quarantine. I'm going to ask our teams these questions. If they get the question right, they get the points. If they get the question wrong, we give the opposing team a chance to steal for half the amount of points. Now, along the way, we're going to have some additional games that we have included for our teams to maybe get them off their rocker a little bit and get them thinking. But we're going to need some help from you, our audience. So get those fingers ready, because there's going to be certain points throughout the show tonight where I'm going to ask you for either a suggestion or a vote on which team you thought did the better job, starting right now with our first audience participation question. Here's what I need from you, our audience. We need some suggestions for exotic animals. Give us as many as you want. We need quite a few of them. So if you have an idea for an exotic animal, a weird pet, maybe something you've always wanted to own but have never been brave enough to keep inside your own house, throw those suggestions in our chat. We have people who are monitoring who are going to take your suggestions, and we're going to use them a little bit further along in the show. But for right now, we're going to get started. And before we get into tonight's official game, you know, Valentine's Day is coming up. It's this Sunday. Love is in the air. And we thought we would do something special for our contestants and for you watching at home. And we are so thrilled tonight. We have the fantastic musical duo, real life significant others, and the most romantic couple I've ever met in my life, Leah and Sam. And they are here to do a song off of their brand new album. Al, I think you have the album cover right there for us. Their brand new song titled Love Never Fades. And they're going to do a little duet for us before we get the show started tonight. So please, would you welcome Leah and Sam?
It was a great Bono, Joe. It was a great Bono. You don't know anything about music. That's why I write all the music. You don't know it. You don't even know who Bono is.
Guys, I think.
Pork pie and leaving.
Okay, Al, I think we can cut the feed. Al, cut the feed. Al. Okay. Apparently, Leah and Sam are in the middle of a rough patch right now, so we'll check in on them later. But first, let's get into our first category of round one, where the points are worth questions are worth 100 points. Stealing gets you 50. Now, for our first category tonight, one of the things that has been going through the news surrounding coronavirus is the new variants of coronavirus that have been popping up all around the world, and where we have been tracing them to specifically here in the United States. It's a bit of a problem because we are worried about seeing the numbers go back up, since these new variants are in some cases more contagious than the ones that we have been prepared for and protecting ourselves against. Now, for those of you who are unfamiliar, variants in the coronavirus are not something new. They are something that happen to every single virus. Mutations occur regularly throughout virus populations, but it's not until things get a little bit worse or we get a little bit caught off guard that things tend to get a little bit out of control. Think of it like a TikTok dance. They're everywhere, they're all around the world, but you never really think it's a problem until a really catchy one finds its way to your grandma. So we're going to, instead of talking about mutations in viruses, we're going to quiz our contestants tonight about some very beneficial mutations, let's say some naturally selected advantageous attributes in some flora and fauna in our category highly evolved. So these are all naturally evolved characteristics that have benefited plants and animals. Now, our first question is going to go to Club Asia. Club Asia, your question for 100 points. In the late 1990s, New York City saw a tremendous resurgence of these insects due to the fact that they had evolved new ways to outlast pesticides and experimentation tactics used in previous decades. Look at your monitor, you'll see a picture of what I'm talking about. This is the insect. Resurgence in the 1990s because they evolved ways to outlast pesticides and extermination tactics. What is the insect?
A bedbug.
I was thinking cockroaches, but bedbug is also good.
I think it's a bedbug.
That looks like a bedbug.
I was thinking, oh, okay. I thought grasshopper, but probably.
A grasshopper, yo!
Sorry, don't spend too much time looking at bugs.
I would go.
I feel like
I'll go with bedbug. I'll go with bedbug.
Yeah.
Okay.
Final answer is bedbug.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Bedbug is correct for
Let's
100
go.
points,
Yeah.
putting you on the board.
Nice.
Nice work. All right, moving over to Bonotology. This is your question for 100 points. The Cuban rainforest vine, Margravia avenia, seen here on your monitor, has leaves with a distinct concave shape that scientists have discovered make the perfect satellite dishes developed to specifically attract these sound-loving seed spreaders. What is the animal that this plant attracts?
I'm gonna guess, guys. Do you think it's a hummingbird?
Sound loving seeds. That's the thing that stuck out to me was sound loving. Do hummingbirds like sounds?
Well, I don't know, but if you hum a few bars, they'll play you a tune.
They like sugar water. So if
They
it's
do.
gonna hold some like sweet water, maybe.
I've got nothing. So let's go with we can
Do
go
we
with
want to
hummingbirds, 'cause I've got-
inspect any insects before we settle on hummingbird?
I was gonna say grasshopper.
Well, like
I like the way you think.
I'll give you a couple more seconds, and then I need an answer from you.
Gotcha.
I got nothing. I got absolutely
right.
nothing. Go with hummingbird.
I like hummingbird.
Final answer?
Hummingbird.
Sorry, Bonotology. Hummingbirds
Oh.
are not the seed spreaders that we're looking for, which means Club Asia, you can steal for 50 points if you can answer the question.
Sound loving. Is it bats? I was thinking bats. Sound loving seed spreaders.
Bats is probably good. I was thinking bees because they vibrate, but
I was
that's not
thinking
near.
bees too, and seed spreading, but
But do
know.
bees? But do bees like sound? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I never
I think
asked
it's bats.
one.
Do bees like?
Okay,
bees?
you want to do bats?
I
Let's
think
bats.
it's
Let's go bats.
I think it's bats. Let's go with bats.
All right,
Yeah, we'll
let's
go
do
bats.
bats.
That's your final answer?
Yes.
Bats is correct for 50
Let's go.
points.
Makes perfect sense.
Good job.
Come on.
Let's
But
go.
do bees
Are-
like sound?
Miniature little satellite dishes that bounce off the echolocation for bats. All right. Okay, Club.
Hummingbirds, but they were humming.
Well, yeah, so that's a good call, but not the right answer, but you still got the 50 points, so don't worry about that. All right, your question now, Club Asia, this one is yours for 100 points. Measuring just under 1 inch in length, this chameleon seen here, Burkesia nana, is thought to be the world's smallest reptile. But thanks to natural selection, despite its small size, this organ remains disproportionately large at 1/5 of the entire body length. What is the disproportionately large body organ on this chameleon?
Use 1/3. It's gotta be his tail.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's tail. I don't know.
He also just have a giant dick. I mean, that's possible.
That's what I was thinking. I was afraid to say it, but I'm 5 years
Well,
old.
What do you
Wait,
think?
okay. Your skin is your largest organ, right? But
I don't
You know
think
what?
I don't
I
think we
don't
can count. I don't think we're counting.
okay. All right, you want to do tail?
Yeah, look at it. This dude got a big ass tail.
Yeah.
Look at that tail.
But
Okay.
you might have a big,
You
dick
could
too,
have
you know?
a honking
Well-
wiener.
But
But
let's go with. I think tail. Let's
go with his tail.
All right, let's
Going
do
with tail as your final answer?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Club Asia, it is not tail, which means Bonotology, you have an opportunity to steal right now.
What the fuck?
I think
gotta
We
be
have,
his-
we have to say
his
dick,
tongue.
right? Like we
No,
have to say
I
dick.
mean,
do
we
this.
could also look at it and
Tongue
say
makes
that-
sense.
Yeah, I was either gonna say tongue or look at his
How
big
mad?
stupid
How
head.
mad are we all gonna be if it's dick though? Like as a
I
group,
mean, pretty
Mad.
bad.
I'm gonna
collectively
be furious if it's dick and we don't say dick.
But however, do remember during the pre-show brief, Christopher did tell us
Okay,
it
I
was
do
kind of
need
a
an answer
PG-ish
from you.
show.
I do
So-
need an answer from you.
So we're gonna tongue or dick?
We're going with tongue.
Say tongue. It's not gonna be tongue. It's gonna be
Tongue
dick.
is your final
Let's say
answer?
tongue. Yeah, go ahead.
I applaud both teams for taking the mature route on this one, but no, it has a disproportionately large penis or hemipene, as it's
I'm so
known.
mad right now.
Shut up.
I am so
You
upset right
both
now.
said
Dick
it.
in the photo.
I'm
You
so
both
mad.
said it. I really wish one
Show
of you
the
had gone
lizard
for
dick.
it.
Like there's a.
We were all thinking
We wanna
it.
take
Even
the
the
high
people
road.
at
We
home,
wanna
we
be
were all
big.
thinking it. Well, no
Well, he's,
points
like,
awarded.
Propped up on one
This
side
photo
of it,
is
like,
lying to
completely
us.
propped up.
It's not
Yeah,
lying.
tail is his
You
dick.
just can't see what's under the hood.
That's not its
All right.
tail.
Yeah, this photo.
Moving on, this question stays with Bonotology. This is yours for 100 points. See if you can answer this one. Sometimes plants evolve special relationships with insects. For instance, the Melaponia bee, seen here, is the only natural pollinator of this very specific type of orchid, which today, thanks to very labor-intensive hand pollinating, produces the second most expensive spice in the world. We're looking for the plant that this bee pollinates. Again, and I can repeat any part of that question if you'd like me to.
Literally all of it. Say all of it again.
Sure thing. This bee, the Melipona bee, is the only natural pollinator of a very specific type of orchid, which today, thanks to hand pollinating by cultivators, produces the second most expensive spice in the world. What is the plant?
Not the spice. What is the name of the orchid? Which I didn't know there were different names for it.
Exactly. I was like, I thought orchid was just sort of an umbrella term. It was sort of an all-encompassing term. There's different kinds of orchids.
Yeah,
okay, so
no,
we're going with rare spices. Somebody throw out a rare spice. The only thing that popped into my head was saffron.
We want the name
Is
of
that
the
a thing?
orchid,
Is
though.
that a spice?
Friggin'
chili pepper.
If we
I don't know.
can isolate the spice, we can backtrack it to the flower that we don't know. Look,
we only have 60 seconds,
which is
probably about 30 right now.
It was called the what was the name of the bee again? The
Melipona bee.
I'm betting I'm betting the secret's in the name. I'm betting it's named after the flower that it loves to violate.
Well, then, like, go. What do you? I got less. I feel so dumb right now.
Couple more seconds, and I am gonna need an answer from you.
Fucking saffron, unless anybody else has anything. I got nothing.
The saffron orchid.
Yes, the saffron orchid, which is definitely a thing.
It's definitely not it, but that's what we're doing.
All right, I do need an answer from you. Saffron orchid is your final answer?
Yes.
Unfortunately, it is not the saffron orchid, which means Club Asia for 50 points.
The answer is going to be big dick.
Dick
All right,
orchid.
James.
The dick orchid.
It's got to be the name of the bee, right? The Melipona bee or whatever.
I thought it was vanilla was my thinking because it's the second most expensive. I thought you said the second most expensive spice, and the first is saffron, and the second would be vanilla. But I've never heard of a vanilla orchid. I thought they're just like, I don't even know.
They're vanilla
what
plants.
Vanilla plants. Yeah. Are you looking for the name of the orchid or just the spice that it is that creates it?
I can't really tell you, but I'm telling you
the
name of the plant.
Oh, okay. I think it's vanilla.
I can be lenient. Give me your best answer.
You want to go vanilla?
Let's go with vanilla.
All right.
Final answer?
Sure.
Yeah.
You'll see why that's okay, because it is the vanilla orchid. The vanilla orchid is the correct answer. So you are correct for 50 points. Yes. All orchids are orchids, but only the vanilla orchid produces the vanilla pod, second most expensive spice in the world. So that's 50 points for Club Asia. Great job.
Damn.
All right, last one of the category. Last one of the category. This one is staying with Club Asia. Yours for 100 points. Look at this picture here. This fish gets its name from a trio of fin rays that have evolved into long bony protrusions that it uses to plant itself on the ocean floor and remains still as the current sweeps food into its mouth. What is its name? Take a look at that picture, and with the description I just gave you, see if you can tell me what the name of this fish is.
Wait, can you repeat the beginning?
Sure thing. This fish gets its name from a trio of fin rays that have evolved into long bony protrusions that it uses to plant itself on the ocean floor and remain still as the current sweeps food into its mouth. What is the fish called?
Something with like 3.
Yeah. Well, also it could be because it plants itself, so like kind of
like a tripod.
Like a tripod. Ooh, tripod.
I think tripod.
I have no idea. Let's go with tripod.
Yeah, it's like a pole fish,
a
tripod fish, triceratops.
I was thinking maybe bony fish.
Triceratops fish. Yep.
Triceratops fish also works.
That was a joke. What were you?
I like tripod fish. If you want to go with tripod.
Tripod fish. Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay. Sure. Yeah.
I feel confident no one's gonna get it. So
final answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tripod fish.
You guys should be a little bit more confident. It's the tripod fish for 100
Yo, let's
points.
go!
Yes.
Yes. All right.
I want to point out that all of their guesses so far have been like really good and on it and correct. They're better
Yeah, that's
guessers, to be honest.
kind of the point of the
Oh.
show.
Including Big Dick.
I'm a terrible guesser, including Big
Even
Dick.
the dick.
We guessed Dick, and then we didn't guess Dick.
You didn't
Well,
trust our instinct.
Hey, regardless, there's still plenty of show to go. That was just round one. I'm sorry, that was the first category of round one. We still got another game to go, and we're going to get into it right now. So now, obviously, one of the ways that we're all staying safe during this pandemic is by sticking to small groups of friends or family members and not breaching out of our social groups in something that's called a pod, right? We call our little group of people that we hang out with our pod. Well, the name comes from a group of whales or a group of dolphins because that's the collective noun for that particular animal. But there are other animals that are out there that each have their own distinct names. For instance, we say it's a herd of cattle, or we say that it's a murder of crows, or it's a douchebaggery of politicians. These are all collective nouns for specific groups of things. Well, we're going to test our contestants to see if they can come up, or if they can figure out the names of some very specific groups of animals in our next game that we're calling Pod Squad. And this is a little different than the usual trivia. Here's how this works. In front of me, I have a list of 12 different animals prefaced by their collective noun. Now, I'm going to give each contestant individually the name of a group of animals, and they're going to tell me whether or not the name is in fact true or false. So I'll give you the name and the animal. It's up to you to tell me whether it's something that's real or something that I made up. There's going to be 12 total. Each contestant gets 2. Getting it right gets your team 100 points. Makes sense to everybody?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So we're going to start off with us, Fred. This one is for you. A stand of flamingos. Is that what you call a group of flamingos?
I'm going to say yes.
That is correct for 100 points. All right, let's go over to Bonotology. Justin, this one is for you. A conspiracy of lemurs. Real or fake?
That one's fake. Conspiracy something, but I don't think it's lemurs.
Unfortunately, Justin, it is real.
Is lemurs?
A group of lemurs is called a conspiracy of lemurs. So no points awarded. You got one more coming though, buddy. Don't worry about that.
I'm gone. Bye.
All right, let's go over to Mike. This one is for you. Tell me if this is real or fake. A smack of jellyfish.
I'm gonna say no.
Sorry, Mike. Group of jellyfish called smack, which means no points awarded on that one. All right, Alicia, this one is yours. See if you can put some points on the board for your team. An audience of hyenas.
Well, that just can't be true. No, that's false.
Alicia, you're right. I made that one up. That's
Wow.
100 points for Bonotology on the
We need
board. Nicely done. All right. Let's go over to, I'm sorry, lost my train of thought here. James, this one is for you. James, tell me if this is real or fake. A jury of badgers.
Jury of badgers. It sounds fake, but I think it's too good. I think it's true. It's got to be true.
Sounds pretty real, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, I made this one up.
Damn it.
A group of badgers is actually called a seat of badgers. So it's not like the real one made any more sense. But James, no points awarded on that one.
That was close.
All right. And Dugan, this one is for you. Your animal is called a parliament of owls. Real or fake?
Am I stupid? Like, am I a stupid person? I'm just asking. Like,
No.
I didn't think I was, and then we started this game, and I'm like, am I stupid?
All right, Dugan.
Parliament? Wait, no, it's a parliament of owls.
A parliament of owls.
If I get this wrong, I don't know what I'm gonna do. No.
Dugan.
Yes, I changed my mind. Yes.
Dugan, I gotta go with your first answer. It's real. It's real. They're called a parliament of owls.
Why would they be called that? They're
I don't know.
Fair,
I don't know,
like,
Dugan.
look, a parliamentary of ours.
Who made these? Who decides this?
I'm gonna guess an
they're
old
passing
British
legislation.
man.
A course of
Richard
owls.
Attenborough is sitting in a friggin' castle somewhere, cackling hysterically at my idiocy.
All
I
right.
don't like this anymore.
Sorry, Dugan,
watching.
but there's a chance for you to score right again later on. All right, so let's go back to the top of the order. Esther, this one is for you. Yours is a shrewdness of apes. A shrewdness of apes.
I'm gonna say no.
I'm so sorry. It is true. A group of apes is called a shrewdness of apes, so no points there. All right, let's go down to Justin. Justin, this one is for you. Tell me if this is real or fake. A nape of giraffes.
I'm going with true.
Justin, I made that one up. Nape of giraffes, not real. A real group of giraffes is called a tower of giraffes. So there you
That's
go. You have
just
that.
as stupid.
Right. None of these make sense. And we're going to do a little something with that later. But for right now, let's go over to Mike. Mike, this one is yours. Tell me if this is real or fake. A lump of toads.
I'm gonna just go ahead and say real, 100%.
Oof, I really thought you were going to get this one, but no, I made that one up. Lump toad's totally fake, so no
Jesus,
points
come on.
there. All right, let's go to Alicia. Alicia, this one is yours. A business of ferrets.
That is business, but I don't think that's a real thing. No.
Ooh, don't underestimate ferrets,
Really?
Alicia, because you put enough of them together, they are going to conglomerize and ruin a small business. A business of ferrets is 100% correct. So no points for you there. All right, James, here we go. Your group, a waddle of penguins.
Oh, true.
James, I am sorry. I made that one up. So waddle of penguins is not correct. No points. All right, Dugan.
What?
This one is yours. Last one of the category. See if you can get this one right. Ready?
Has anyone gotten any of these right in the second round? The
I
second
think-
go round?
There was one.
One, yes.
Okay.
All right. Tell me if this is real or fake. A misgiving of sloths.
No, I don't. No.
Straight out of the gun, no?
No, it's not what it's called.
Dugan, you're smarter than you think. That was completely made up by me for
I needed
100
that.
points.
I needed that.
Okay.
I think we all needed that, Dugan. I wouldn't worry about that. All right, well, that's the end of the game, but we have one extra opportunity for our teams to get a little bonus scratch, and it's going to use some of the suggestions that you gave us at the top of the show. We're going to play a little game called Name That Pod. And here's how this is going to work. We took suggestions from our audience earlier in the show for different exotic animals. Now, Al, you've got a list of 6 exotic animals there in front of you, right?
I do.
Okay, so here's how this is going to work. I'm going to name a contestant. Oh, it looks like we dropped somebody. We're going to crack on anyways. I'm going to name a contestant. Al is going to give you an animal, and then you are going to have to give me right off the top of your head what you think a group of that animal would be called, and really quickly justify why.
Just check
Each
the
one of
lobby,
you.
Chris.
What's up?
Just keep an eye on the lobby in case they're trying to get
Yep. So each one of you is going to get a different animal, and each one of you is going to have to come up with a different group name for that animal, and then a really quick explanation as to why you picked that name. Once we do all 6 contestants, our audience is going to vote on which team they thought had the best animal names. And here comes our extra contestant. We'll have him join us last, just so that he gets a chance to catch up. And in the meantime, let's get started. Let's start off with Bonotology. And why not Dugan? Why not you go first?
Okay.
So Dugan, Al, what is Dugan's animal?
Just suck rearranging the windows really quick. And Dugan's animal is an armadillo.
Dugan, what do you call a group of armadillos?
A group of armadillos. Oh God, a group of armadillos would be called a bowling alley.
Bowling alley of armadillos. Any
Alley of armadillos.
quick reason why?
They turn into those balls, right? And
Perfect
balls
example.
are in bowling alleys, and that's the best I can do under these circumstances.
Totally cool.
Shame.
Great answer. Hey, there's no wrong answers here until the audience votes anyways. All right, Alicia, what is Alicia's animal?
A Komodo dragon.
Alicia, what do you call a group of Komodo dragons?
Oh, it's A meteor shower of Komodo dragons.
Sounds very pretty. Any particular reason why?
Yeah, because I wanted it to be a comet of Komodo dragons, but they needed to be a group of them, so it turned into a meteor shower.
Fantastic. All right, great answer. And Justin, last up on Bonotology. Justin, what is Justin's animal name?
That's a kangaroo.
Justin, what do you call a group of kangaroos?
You call a group of kangaroos a drunken sloth because kangaroos bounce around much like a drunken sloth does. Have you ever seen a drunk sloth? They look just like a kangaroo
all
when
the
they
time.
bounce.
If
Yeah.
you drink in the places that I drink, yeah, you see them all the time. All right.
Exactly. Yeah.
Great answer, Justin. Great job, Bonotology. All right, let's move over to Club Asia. Let's hand out some animal names here. All right, up first is James. Al, what do we got for James?
An anteater.
James, what do you call a group of anteaters?
Oh man, I'm gonna get some hate for this, but I'm gonna say an Arthur because I thought of Arthur, but I know he's an aardvark. But I'm saying an Arthur of anteaters.
There's no wrong answer here. An Arthur of anteaters makes total sense. All right, Ezra, let's see. What do you got for us, Al?
A lynx.
What do you call a group of lynxes?
A posse.
A posse of lynxes.
Yeah.
All right. And any particular reason why?
Because I felt like a group of them would look cool, like a cool posse. I don't know.
Maybe they're wearing jackets or something. Yeah.
Yeah, they're intimidating. They're the cool kids.
Nice.
Of the...
All right. And last but certainly not least, Mike, we know we lost you for a second. You're following along with what we're doing here, right?
I figured it out.
All right, great. So what's Mike's animal?
That's the kookaburra.
What do you call a group of kookaburras?
I call them a hot pot of kookaburras.
A hot pot of
They love
kookaburras.
to go swimming together, and someone's always spicy.
That is solid. That is really solid. All right, great job, Club Asia. Well, great job, both teams. We now have a bunch of ridiculous new names for a bunch of ridiculous animals. But it's up to you, our audience, to decide which team did a better job of naming their animal groups. So take to our chat right now and vote. And here's how you vote. If you think that Club Asia did the best job with their animal names, put a 1 in your chat bar and click send, just the number 1. If you think Bonotology did the better job here, put the number 2 in the chat bar and click send. 1 for Club Asia, 2 for Bonotology. Put those answers into your chat bars, click send, and we are going to count up the votes. And the team that gets the most votes is going to win an extra 200 points. All right. Well, while we count those
We
votes,
need it more.
What's up?
I just said we need it more.
Oh, there's still plenty of games, so don't worry about that. But vote for the team that you think did the best job, and we are going to come back and count those votes up. But first, a quick word from one of our wonderful sponsors.
Hey, Toots, your husband home? No? Call me, Salt and Boca. The birds can watch. Looking for a good time? Call 555-616-SAAL.
And we're back, and a big thank you to our sponsor. But
Can you run that again? I want to write down that phone number.
We'll put it afterwards for you. We'll make sure everybody gets that. All right. Well, moving on to round 2, and before we get started with our next group of trivia questions, we need another suggestion from you, our wonderful audience. And here is what we need for you to type into the chat for us. We need a reason for 2 people to get in an argument or a fight. Doesn't have to be specific. We just need a good reason, a silly reason for 2 people to get into an argument or a fight. Be as creative as you like, be as vague as you like. We will figure that out later on in the show. But for right now, type that into the chat, click send. We've got our people in the chat looking for your suggestions, and we're going to use those a little bit further on down the show. But for right now, again, we're trying to do the romantic thing this week. We have a lot of stuff coming up this weekend. We thought we would set the tone for Valentine's Day with our guests, Leah and Sam. And so I know it was a little rough at the beginning of the show, but we're going to check back in and see if we can get them to play that song for us. So please take it away. Leah and Sam. Al, are they there?
They are there. Oh.
Leah. Leah.
Game show guy, he broke up with me.
a show to do. Leah, I'm really sorry. I didn't know that he was gonna break up with you tonight. But I mean, look, it's
Neither did I.
It really sucks. Okay, I'm sorry, but like being in a band with your partner is just usually it's not a great idea. I mean, aren't there like a ton of musicians who've had really, really bad public breakups?
What are you talking about? There are only like great love stories between musicians. It's not a conversation. I'm not wrong.
No, I mean, like, this is probably not the best time to debate you on this one, but I mean, this is a trivia show, right? Like maybe our contestants can help us settle this debate if this is an appropriate time.
Fine.
Yeah, Fleetwood Mac is the obvious one because they were all screwing each other.
Yeah.
No, well, that's what I was. That was the first one that came to my mind. You know what? We're gonna do it. We're gonna call this category "Don't You Want Me, Baby," because he definitely does. But anyways, obviously Fleetwood Mac was like a great love story. Rumors is one of the best albums of all times. I know so much about it. It came out in 1977. And it's just about their great love between Mr. Stevie Nicks and Mrs. Lindsey
All right, but
Buckingham.
like I'm gonna stop you right there, Leah. Like Rumors is a breakup album.
I mean, I guess now that I think about it, it makes sense because Stevie Nicks' song was left off the final album. I don't remember what it was called, but it was a response to Go Your Own Way. It's a Bonotology, right? Why don't you seem to know so much about Fleetwood Mac. What song was left off the album?
Justin, help.
Oh, yeah. The Stevie Nicks song that was a response to Go Your Own Way was Nah, I'm Gonna Stay.
Nah, I'm Gonna Stay?
That doesn't sound right.
By Stevie Nicks. Yeah.
Is that your final answer, Bonotology?
Is it? Wait, was this a question?
Yes,
it is a question. Yeah,
it's a very serious question.
Wait, are we incorporating her emotional breakdown into the game?
Yeah,
apparently so. Yes.
I'm all right. I was literally just like feeling bad for her.
Good.
I mean,
okay.
Now we also have to play the game.
Shit.
Nah,
darn.
I'm gonna stay.
All right.
I honestly can't remember the name of the song.
You were a DJ in college. Isn't this what you look? How many records are
rock
behind
station? I have the alternate Rumors release. If you pretend I'm not going over here, yeah, it's on there. It's on the second.
Can you
platter.
just
Is it in alphabetical order?
I think you only got a couple of seconds, Justin. We need an answer from you.
Justin, sing it.
You
what?
No, I'm gonna stay.
Sing it.
No,
Yep.
Is this a real
stay.
song or are you being
It's
funny?
exactly what it is.
I'm sorry, Bonotology. I think I need an answer. I got to call time on you.
Yeah,
It's
nah, I'm gonna
Nah,
stay.
I'm
Nah, I'm gonna stay.
Stevie
I don't
Nicks,
think
yeah.
that's right.
I don't think that's it.
I think Club
Oh,
Asia
it
has
is.
to guess now.
Club Asia, do you think you know the answer?
Well, it's not Namaste for sure.
No, stay.
Although Stevie Nicks seems like she would write a song called that.
Something like that, right?
The
I don't
only
know.
Stevie Nicks song I
White
know
people
is Age
music,
of
so I'm pretty
17.
sure we're not gonna get this one.
The only one I know would be like Age of 17 or something like that. That's the only like Stevie Nicks song I know.
I do need an answer. I got to call time.
Coming to
Ocean
mind is
Spray.
Rhiannon, but I don't know.
Let's go with Rihanna.
Let's go Rhiannon.
Rihanna, final answer?
Rhiannon.
Rhiannon.
I don't think it was.
No.
That makes sense, but it's not.
Do you remember, Leah?
Yeah, no, because Justin was right. It was released on the B-side when they re-released Go Your Own Way as a single. It's Silver Springs. Duh.
Yeah, I was gonna get that.
Yep.
So Silver Spring.
Hate myself.
Okay, all right.
Hate myself.
So that's fine. So nobody knew that
Right.
answer. But
Moving on, we can. What about Sonny Bono and Cher? It was a very great May-December romance. They talked a lot about Sonny and Cher last game. If anybody watched that one, but what about the Sonny and Cher comedy hour?
well, I mean, Leah, I kind of hate to break it to you, but they're not together anymore either.
What are you talking about? Cher's
Well,
doing great.
I mean, like Sonny Bono died, but like they got divorced before he had died. But I mean, he's not around anymore.
What? Sonny Bono's dead?
I didn't know how I could make you any sadder tonight, but yeah, no, Sonny Sonny Bono's dead.
Well, Club Asia.
Skiing accident,
How did
right?
Sonny Bono die?
A skiing accident?
Skiing accident.
Justin, what the hell?
All right.
Oh, that was the question?
Go with skiing.
I knew it was definitely a ski accident. I knew it before.
I will defer to our
But
opponents.
now we'll never know. Now we'll never know if you actually knew it or if it was just Justin
Disguising these questions.
talking out of
as
turn.
I trust
sadness.
James is pretty honest, so.
Yeah, they seem pretty good at it, so I think we'll go with skiing.
Final answer?
Sure.
I wouldn't trust us. We're doing terribly at this game.
Well, I don't know. I mean, yeah, it was he died in a skiing accident in the 80s. I mean, he was on his fourth wife at that point, by the way, Leah. Like he was well beyond being together with Cher. So that really wasn't a good example of a anyways.
Bad night.
Sam was right. I really don't know anything about music.
Well, no,
Okay,
you don't.
well, okay. This one's recent, so I bet you guys all know this one. What about Olivia Rodrigo and Joshua Bassett from High School Musical, the series? It's a new romance. There's no way it could have gone wrong already.
Did you even listen to like the lyrics from that song "Driver's License"?
Know who listens to the words of songs?
You write songs, don't you want people to
Sam
listen?
writes all the songs. I thought Olivia wrote the song as a love song for Luke Bassett, who's in High School Musical, the series with her.
Okay, well that's almost right, but like Olivia Rodrigo wrote the song about how Luke is with someone new, the blonde girl, who always made me doubt. She's so much older than me. She's everything I'm insecure about.
You're so caught up on social events, Chris. Well then, who is she talking about? Bonotology, since you know so much about music.
I can't. Bonotology. What was the name of the blonde girl? What's her name?
All I know is a bunch of kids on Glee got arrested for child pornography.
Only one.
No.
Is that not what we're talking about?
Yeah,
I don't think that pertains to this question.
High School, the musical,
I don't know why that popped into my head, but it's a bunch of kids got
If you've been
like
on
at least
TikTok,
two of them.
If you've been on TikTok at all in the last couple of weeks.
I do not.
Wait,
TikTok.
so there's a series? I thought it was.
They made a series.
Was the series before or after the movie?
Either way, what was the name of the blonde? Was there only one blonde on that show?
Zac Efron.
That's very
Zac Efron. That's literally the only one I know. Is it Zac Efron?
He was a High School Musical kid.
Yeah, he was in one of them. And then there was he played basketball. Zac Efron.
So Zac Efron is your final answer?
I don't know. Sure. What do you?
Yeah.
Does anyone else have a better idea? Because that's.
I mean, I don't know the
Zac Efron.
names of these people. I barely knew it was Zac Efron.
I don't think it's Zac Efron. But Club Asia, do you know the name of the female with the blonde hair? From High School Musical, the series.
Is JoJo?
Is that different characters than High School Musical?
Yeah,
because
it's brand new. It just came out.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it.
Wow, then I don't know. I only know the original.
I only know Olivia Rodrigo.
Yeah, I just listened to that song for the first time.
Did you cry?
It's really good.
She's awesome. Everyone should go listen to Olivia Rodrigo. That's my final answer.
No, you can't. Wait, no. She wrote the song about the other girl who we're trying to figure out who it is. Damn it.
Is the other girl named in the song?
No. But
We're
they're
looking for the
also-
actress
they're all,
or
like-
the character's name?
She's just also in the show.
The actress? Okay. I have no idea.
I do need an answer from you at some point.
I clarified it and I have no idea.
Wait, so someone on the show broke up with someone else on the show to date someone else who's also on the show?
Did they do that in real life?
Yes. This is real life, Justin.
Okay, I do need an answer from you, Club Asia.
I have no idea.
Emily in Paris.
No, I'm still reeling from
What Mike said.
that discovery.
Okay, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to call time on you on that one, Leah. I think it was
It's Sabrina Carpenter.
Sabrina Carpenter. Yes, that's right, Sabrina Carpenter.
Also in Girl Meets World too. If anybody watched that, I didn't. So
Yeah.
I thought maybe she was a commoner name than she is, a more common name. Anyways, we'll move on. So okay, well, I thought that I don't know, maybe it was a new enough romance it would have lasted. They were the new Miley Cyrus and Nick Jonas. You know.
Okay, Leah, you have to know that Miley Cyrus and Nick Jonas broke up. Okay, that was like over a decade ago. They've been married since then to other people. Like they're not together for like the longest
Why do you
time.
hate love, Chris?
I don't hate love, Leah. I'm just telling you this is I'm about facts. I'm a game show guy.
Okay, well, they've written about their love in their songs. Okay, wait, who was next? It was Club Asia, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Club Asia gets this question.
Can you name a song that Miley Cyrus or Nick Jonas wrote referencing their breakup or relationship? Alleged breakup.
Ooh. Is Wrecking Ball about him, or is that
Wrecking Ball
Liam?
came out in 2013. Is that too late after they got done dating?
I thought that was Liam Hemsworth though, or one of the Hemsworth.
I thought that was too.
Oh,
So we have to go older than that.
Or is it We Can't Stop? That's not.
What about something about Flame?
Party in the
Climb?
USA.
Party in the USA.
Party in the USA. I don't think that's about Nick Jonas.
No.
I think is it The Climb, or is that her like something else? Talking about something else.
I'll give you a few more seconds, and I'm gonna need an answer from you.
I feel like Wrecking Ball's a close answer.
Let's go with Wrecking
Can I do
Ball.
the Wrecking Ball? Okay.
Wrecking Ball.
No.
Final answer is Wrecking Ball.
No.
Fortunately, Wrecking Ball is not correct.
Damn.
All right, which means Bonotology. Do you think you know any one of the songs that either one of them wrote about referencing their relationship or breakup?
Look how gray my beard is. Why would I know any of this? None of these people you've heard. I know none of these people.
Look
Was
at the
last one
environment
Sabrina
behind me.
something?
How do you not know who Miley Cyrus is?
I'm aware of her existence.
I saw the naked Wrecking Ball music video. I did see that. I don't know
We
what
know
it's
what your
about,
priorities
but
are.
she was quite naked on it.
She did that Beatles cover with the flaming lips.
Doesn't she? She does drugs, right? She's on a lot of the drugs.
I don't know if she's currently on
So
them.
yeah.
She may have cleaned up her act. I'm not sure. The name of the song that Miley Cyrus wrote about her ex was I Am No
I feel like
Longer
this is going to
Dating
be
You.
bullshit.
All right.
Yeah, see, that's not a
final
real
answer.
song.
It's I'm
That's
No
not a
Longer
real
Dating
song.
You.
American Pie.
Parentheses,
I'm no longer
it is
dating
over.
you.
Jolene.
I'm no longer dating you.
Jolene.
Parentheses, it is over.
Her cover of Jolene.
Oh yeah, and then a bracket.
Jolene.
The backyard one where she's in the
I'm no longer
backyard singing Jolene.
Yeah, I'm no
Leia-
longer dating you.
Liam
Parentheses,
Hemsworth
it's over.
is more handsome than you, Jolene.
Bracket.
Leia,
Yeah.
I think it's safe to say there are a lot of songs that could have been right in this category or in this question, but that is not one of those songs, right?
I do know that Nick wrote SOS, Sorry, Burning Up Wedding Bells, and Love Bug about Miley. I thought it was love. I guess it's about the breakup, but she wrote G&O, Girls Night Out, 7 Things, Goodbye, among many others about their relationship and I guess breakout.
What were the
Okay,
others?
well,
List all of
Well,
them.
okay, we could go on and on, Leah, but I think
was
if we don't
Wrecking
have
Ball
a
about
song,
Liam?
No, I want to just
I
do
have a
this.
quick
I
question.
wanna
we don't
hear
have a
list all
song
the
to
songs.
I
sing
think
tonight.
so, James.
I think we
I have a
gotta
quick
go
point of
for
order
one.
question.
That's all I care about.
I have one more. I have
I
one
will-
Oh,
more.
there's more.
I have a
Okay,
point of
one
order
more.
question
One
about
more.
your next one.
We're
Leia, we got
killing it.
one more. Okay.
One
Leia,
more.
Leia,
Okay.
looking at the background and accoutrement that surrounds me, do you think the music is at any way related to something that I would have possibly heard?
Potentially.
Is it about ska?
Okay.
Because I know a lot about ska.
They won't let me write. They won't let me write questions about ska, Dugan. I keep
Like,
keep
I
petitioning.
know.
All right,
I
we got
know
one more question to
too
go in this
much about
category. Leia,
ska.
let's get this
One
last
more.
question out.
Okay. All right. Sorry, you probably don't know this one, but what about Jessica Simpson and Nick Lachey?
Okay, Leia,
heard
Jessica
of them.
and Nick Lachey, they divorced in 2006.
Okay, well, they were on a reality show together that was very famous. You know, the thought of that relationship got me thinking, what was the name of the show?
This is for Bonotology.
Dugan seems like he might know.
No, I've seen the show. I just don't remember the name of it. It
Wait,
was like,
Dugan knows the answer to something in this category?
Shut up, shut up, don't distract me. Okay, it was like, it was such a generic name. It was like Married
Nick
for
Loves
Life or
Jess,
something
or-
stupid.
yeah.
Something like that. Nick
Come
loves
on,
Jess,
Is that
Jess
it?
loves Nick. I saw the show.
Married Life?
No. Just start yelling out the most generic titles for married people shows you can think of.
Two attractive people that aren't in love but are making it
That's
work.
too
with a
long.
two-good
It's
contract.
like 5 words. 5 words or less. Yeah, God. Damn
Hey, a
it.
couple more seconds, and I do need an answer
Tony
for
Romo.
Bonotology.
Evo.
I'm thinking it's Married Life. I'm thinking it's Married Life.
98 degrees.
Sure. Shit.
Married Life, final answer?
Or darn, I can't swear. Can I swear?
Unfortunately, Married Life is not the correct answer, which means Club Asia, do you know the name of the show that Nick Lachey and Jessica Simpson?
What is it?
The only thing I'm thinking is like Nick and Jess in Love, but I don't know. I
thought it was like something Lachey's or something like keep like hanging with, keeping up with the Lachey's.
Oh yeah, it's keeping up with the Kardashians. Yeah.
Same thing. Oh man, I thought
2 more seconds, and I do need an answer from you.
I have no idea. The Lachey's?
Simpsons. Lachey's.
The Lachey's.
Sorry, I got an answer. I got to call time.
The Lachey's.
The Lachey's, unfortunately, the show that Dugan loves to watch more than anything else.
Happily Ever After.
The Newlyweds. The Newlyweds was the name of that show.
I knew it. I knew that.
So
and
close.
I know, so close on all of these questions. I know.
I knew it was pointless and meant nothing.
well, you know what, Leah? I'm sorry. Leah, I'm sorry. It just didn't work out.
All
And
of my idols are shams. Real life doesn't exist. I'll never trust anyone.
wait, no,
anymore.
you don't have to be so hard on yourself, Leah. Okay, I'm sure you're gonna get over this. All right, you're gonna be fine. Maybe.
No, I'm not.
Well, Leah, I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you, but if Sam's not there to do the song for the show, then I guess.
Or was I?
What?
What?
Sam of Leah and Sam?
What are you doing?
Hey, I thought a lot about it, and I'm still right, but I'm ready to forgive you. You want to get the band back together?
Chris, what the fuck do I do?
I can't. I'm not. I'm trying to host a game show. Okay, I don't have anything to do.
45 minutes, you get right into bed with this guy.
I am here. I'm not. Sorry, we don't need to. Okay, I'm gonna get mute. I'm gonna mute them really quick. I apologize for everybody, and we're gonna get going with the show here. Alf, you wanna? Oh, okay. And apparently they have made amends, and we're gonna give them some privacy. So I'll cut the feed, please. Cut the feed. I guess they made up. Okay. Well.
Faster.
Thank you to Leah and Sam, and we are going to keep going with the show here. So sorry about that, but you know what? Sometimes you fall in love, sometimes you fall out of love, and sometimes you fall back into love again. You never know. It's a crazy little game that we like to play as human beings, and we're going to do a little bit more of that right now in our next game called Heartbreakers. And here's how this is going to work. A few minutes ago, we had asked the audience for some suggestions of reasons why a person would get into an argument or a fight, something silly, hopefully. Al, what did we get for a suggestion?
All right, actually, I got 2 that I'm debating between, and I'm going to let you choose, Chris. We got who gets to ride shotgun, and which fast food chain to eat lunch at.
Okay, I'm going to go with the fast food chain one, and here's why. Now, everybody who is playing tonight, you all have a piece of paper, something that you can write on that you can show to the camera. Now, we're going to put 60 seconds on the clock, and you are going to have the task of coming up with a Valentine's card on your piece of paper. So draw a big old heart, put something in the middle of it that you're going to show to our audience at home. Here's what you need to put on the card. You have 2 options. It's a Valentine's card, but it's either a makeup or a breakup card. So you just got in a fight with your SO over who gets to pick what for fast food. You can either forgive them or apologize, or you can use it as the catalyst to end that relationship and find somebody who supports your fast food choices. But either way, we're going to put 60 seconds on the clock, come up with something that you want to put on that card. We're going to show it to the camera, and then we're going to let the audience vote on who did the best Valentine's Day cards. All right, 60 seconds on the clock.
Yes, sir.
And let's go. Let's see some Valentine's cards.
All right.
And I feel like a really good signifier of what makes a solid relationship is just having really, really solid taste in fast food. You know, it's right up there. It's a love language that you need to share with your partner, right, Al?
Absolutely. Is it a Frosty? Is it a McFlurry? Is it a McChicken? Or is it a, whatever the equivalent of that is at some other place? I don't even know.
You know, if I'm going to dip my French fry into a partially gelatinated non-dairy drink, thank you, Al, and I'm going to lovingly feed it to somebody across the table from me, I want to make sure that they like that fake milkshake that I'm feeding them, you know?
And if they don't have Szechuan sauce, you better believe that I'm not even pulling into the drive-thru.
Well, you know what? I mean, and love takes on many forms, Al. So luckily there's a lot of different fast forward. All right, we got 10 seconds left. Where we at? 5.
Yep. 3.
3, 2, 1. All right. Pens down, everybody. And let's see what you got. So I'm going to ask everybody to hold up their Valentine's Day cards. I'm going to give you a couple seconds really quick to just explain to the audience what you put on the card. Let's start with Bonotology. And Alicia, show us what you got.
I got, I'm sorry, I picked Sonic again. You want Chipotle? And I love you.
Nice. All right, little apology card. Justin, what'd you get for us?
To my one and only. No fourth meal, no deal. Yo quiero divorce.
Nice. All right, good job, Justin. Okay, and let's go over to Dugan. Dugan, what'd you get for us?
I'm sorry I compared your genitals to an Arby's roast beef sandwich. I love you and your sloppy vagina.
All right, well, that's one way to show your love. Nice job, Dugan. All right, let's go over to Club Asia. Club Asia James, let's see what you got.
Got me a vanilla frosty.
And a broken heart.
Wow.
All right, nicely done.
Why?
All right, Esra, let's see what you got for us. Oh, you're muted right now, just so you know.
Okay. Mine is I'm sorry, you will always be my Burger King.
That's cute. Oh, it's a good food pun. All right, and Mike, what'd you get for us?
Yeah, we spread positivity out here. You make my bow. Wow.
There you go.
Oh. Yeah.
Love me some bow. All right, great job, Club Asia. Great job, both teams. But right now, it is up to you, our audience. Yes, you, sitting there on the couch. Take your fingers, get them moving, put some words in the chat. We're going to need a 1 for Club Asia and a 2 for Bonotology. Vote for the team that you think did the best job on their Valentine's cards. And we are going to tally up those votes, and we're going to give the team that did the best job an additional 200 points onto their score. But we'll find out who did the best job when we come back from yet another break from one of our sponsors.
Hey, Toots. You realize that the last time I left, I took the cat with me? Call me, Sal Saltimboca, at 555-616-SAAL to figure out what that little rascal's up to.
S-A-A. Oh, sorry. Hi. All right. Welcome back. So that was the end of round 2, and walking into round 3, we're going to do a quick score total for you. And right now I have Club Asia with Al. Please back me up on this one with 400 points. 500. I think my totals might be a little off. 500. Thank you very much. And we have next to them, we have Bonotology with Al, please.
200.
With 200 points. So 500 to 200. There's a little bit of a lead there, but there's still plenty of time to make up because we're about to head into round 3. And Al, did we get a total on who did the best Valentine's Day card?
We did, and it was came down to 1 vote, and it went to Club Asia.
Club Asia gets an additional 200 points, which makes their total 700. But don't worry, Bonotology. Again, we're into round 3 where the questions are worth 300 points. Stealing gets you 150. It's really not that big of a gap. So let's start off with our next category. And in the news last week, Jeff Bezos, CEO of Amazon, decided to tell the world that he was stepping down from his position as CEO to take up early retirement. You can see Jeff Bezos pictured here enjoying said early retirement in his personal vault. But while he plans for phase 2 of world domination, his current net worth is somewhere around $185 billion, which I guess is kind of a lot of money. But throughout history, there have been people who have had much more money than Jeff Bezos. And we're going to ask our contestants some questions about those people in our next category called Billion Dollar Baby. So these are all questions about people who are richer than Jeff Bezos. All right, this first question goes over to Club Asia. Again, these are 300, 150 if you steal it. Tsar Nicholas II of Russia had complete access to the nation's coffers, giving him a net worth of over $300 billion. But in spite of, or rather because of all that coin, he and his family were detained and executed by Bolshevik revolutionaries in 1918, bringing an end to his family's dynastic name. What was Tsar Nicholas II's family name?
If it's in Anastasia, and I have no idea. I forgot.
I used to know this, dude. My Russian history is not good though. Yo, what is it?
I know it. It's just I don't know it.
Anastasia, Vladimir. So what? No.
In 45 seconds, when my wife sees this question, she's gonna be yelling at me like, "How could you not know this?"
What was the dude's first name?
Tsar Nicholas II was his formal title.
Nicholas.
And you have a few more seconds. I'll need an answer from you.
Anastasia blank like bitch.
It's like Karnov or Kornikov.
Anna Kournikova.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yo, Astra, what is it?
Couple seconds.
Bro,
I need an answer.
I have no idea.
All right, I need an answer. That's time. You got something for me? Kornikova?
Zarnov.
Final answer?
Zarnov.
Zarnov is your final answer?
Zarnov.
Unfortunately, Zarnov is not the correct answer, which means Bonotology, you can get 150 points if you can tell me what Tsar Nicholas II's last name was.
Romanov.
Right. History podcast Dugan for the win.
Right out of the gate, Dugan. Romanov, your final answer?
Yeah.
Tsar Nicholas.
Cut the check.
Romanov for 150 points. All right.
None of them.
Am I smart?
Rock.
Yes.
I don't know
smart,
who Miley
Dugan.
Cyrus wrote songs about, but I know dead czars. I know
There
all
you
the
go.
dead czars.
All right, well, let's see if you know this one. Over to Bonotology. This one is yours for 300 points. In 2011, officials estimated that this Libyan dictator had squirreled away money from secret bank accounts, shady investment deals, and stolen money from his country's massive oil revenues that today would be worth around $212 billion. Who is...
Omar Gaddafi.
Yeah.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Yep.
Damn, Dugan.
Is correct for 300 points.
Yeah, we just
Closing the gap. Dugan, nicely done. All right, back over to Club Asia. Club Asia, this one is for you. This famed Norman king got his nickname after invading England in 1066, but it was the loot and the land that he seized after taking over that gave him a personal value worth around $228 billion today. Who is the person I'm talking about?
William. Well, there are two names that he goes by: William the Bastard or William the Conqueror. Which I mean, are you going by? I guess I would go with William the Bastard. What I've
Why would we go with William the Conqueror? Isn't that the better one?
Probably I mean, that's what I think that's probably what I think that's like his name that he gave himself, but then the Anglo-Saxons that he conquered would be called. I think they called him William the Bastard, but I would say William the Conqueror.
Final answer is William the Conqueror.
Let's go with that.
Yeah.
Joke's on you. I would have taken either. It's correct for 300 points.
Oh, all right.
Well,
Nice.
we get extra credit, but you know.
There you go. But hey, a nice way to show off your extra knowledge there. All right, nice job, Club Asia. Back over to Bonotology. This is your question for 300. In today's money, industrialist John D. Rockefeller would have a personal fortune of $367 billion, thanks due to his founding a company in 1870 with a specific product in mind. What did Rockefeller sell?
Steel?
It's steel.
Yeah, I think
Pretty
steel.
sure he was a steel baron
Like U.S. Steel.
for
wasn't
the
that
railroads.
Yeah.
Alicia?
Steel.
Is that your final
Steel.
answer? Steel, final answer?
U.S. Steel. Yeah.
Final answer.
Unfortunately, steel is not the correct answer, which means Club Asia, you can steal. I'm sorry about that. This this question for 150 points.
Deserve it.
Sometimes you go for the low-hanging fruit.
I mean, it's either oil or it's coal, right?
I think it's oil because I'm pretty sure Rockefeller is Shell Oil. Like he started the company Shell Oil.
All right, man, go for it.
Okay.
I think it's oil.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Would eventually become Shell, but he's founded the Standard Oil Company first, and oil is correct for 150 points.
Go.
Nicely done. All right, last question of the category, and this one stays with Club Asia for 300 points. With a peak net worth of $337 billion in today's money, this Scottish-born American steel magnate set a precedent among his upper crust peers for philanthropy by giving away 90% of his fortune during the last years of his life. Who is the person I'm talking about?
It's the guy who like Buffett. Buffett does this because of him.
Is it? I thought it was Andrew Carnegie.
Carnegie.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
Andrew Carnegie.
Final answer?
Yes, sir.
Steel magnate Andrew Carnegie is correct for 300 points. All right, great job, both teams. I think we found a category that everybody could agree on. But all right, now that is the end of our regular categories. That is the end of round 3. And looking at the scores, Al, please back me up on this one. I have Club Asia with 1,450 points.
Correct.
And behind them, I have Bonotology with 650 points.
Correct.
All right. Well, you know what? Bonotology, you are down, but you are not out. We're going to give you one last chance to see if you can turn the tables on your opponents in the final round.
Feels like we're out.
Well, here's
I
how.
feel like Patrick Mahomes right now.
Feels like we might be straight up out.
You are down, but you are not out. Here's how this works. You are down by 800 points currently. Now, in front of me, I have a trio of questions, each one slightly harder than the one before it. All 3 of them still kind of hard. The questions range from 500 to 750 to 1,000 points. Now, Bonotology, in order to take the lead, you would have to answer the 1,000 point question. If you do, that means that you would get the 1,000 points, making Club Asia behind, and they would have to choose one of the other 2 remaining questions to try to take back the lead and win back the game. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, great. So
math.
I'm going to give you your question. I'm going to give you 60 seconds. If you can answer the question, that's great. Then it's Club Asia's turn. But if not, unfortunately, that's the end of the game. So, all right, Bonotology, your question for 1,000 points, potentially the lead, potentially the game. Here we go. Arguably the richest human being who ever lived, Mansa Musa I ruled over the Malian Empire between 1312 and 1327 and controlled half the world's gold supply. Today, scholars believe that he would be worth as much as $415 billion, although some say the number is too high to calculate. And he commanded his wealth from this capital city. What is the name of the capital city ruled by Mansa Musa I, the richest human being to ever live?
I bring it in.
Was it
Not you. I see you down there.
I'm not doing anything.
I mean, it's in Morocco, I think. Do we know
Named
any
after.
cities in Morocco?
None that trip off the tongue.
Timbuktu, maybe? That doesn't seem right. Right?
No.
Can I get the years again?
My African geography is.
The years were,
dog
Justin,
shit.
the years were 1312 to 1327.
Of course, yes.
Oh, good years.
Yeah.
All right, you got about 30 seconds left, Bonotology.
Great year. Great decade.
I don't know. Timbuktu is my only guess, but I feel like that's wrong.
Yeah. My brain is stupiding out on this one and is just saying Constantinople.
I know that's not right.
Yeah.
Watch that be right. Watch that be the answer, and then like I'm the biggest.
All right, Bonotology, your time's coming to an end. I need a final answer from you.
Dugan, I'm gonna default to you on this one.
I don't know. Timbuktu.
Final answer?
Sure.
Dugan, I don't know how to say this to you. Timbuktu is completely correct for 1,000
Holy
points.
balls, really?
Dugan!
Timbuktu, capital of the Malian Empire and home to Mansa Musa I.
Wow.
Who knew? Not even Dugan.
Chris, have we ever had somebody answer the 1,000-point question before?
It is very rare, but it does happen from time to time. I make them difficult, but not impossible for that reason. Dugan, congratulations. You just netted your team 1,000 points and the lead, which means now we're about to go into overtime. Club Asia, you have a very slim opportunity here to take back the lead and win the game. We're going to give you the option right now. Nope, I'm sorry. You have to take the medium question because you are down by enough points that you need the 750.
It's 1450 to 1650.
Oh, it's 4. I'm sorry, I did my math wrong there. I'm looking at the old scores. Thank you. Okay, so yes, you do have an option right now. You can take the easier or the medium question, so the 500 or the 750 point question.
Well, the third option is you just stop.
If you would like to, anybody's free to do that, but I wouldn't recommend it. Now, you have an option right now. You can take the
putting it out there.
The 500 or the 750. I should point out they are both hard questions. They both are in the same category. So,
guys, I think we should just stop. I think we had a good run, and then we should just,
Yeah. Let's be nice.
They were talking trash. They're talking trash. Let's take the easy question.
Taking the easy question.
Yeah,
okay.
500.
Yeah.
This is the quote unquote easy question for 500 points. This is yours, Club Asia. You get this, you get the game. You lose this, you lose it all. Here we go. For 500, John Jacob Astor IV was born into a life of luxury, but that didn't stop him from making even more money. By the age of 47, he was worth $87 million in his time, roughly $2.3 billion today. And while many like to discuss the details of his opulent lifestyle, others are equally fascinated by how he died. How did John Jacob Astor IV die?
I don't know who that is.
Yo.
Do you know?
He disappeared. I have no idea who that is. Let's just say a fun way to die.
He disappeared in the Bermuda Triangle. Does that sound good?
John Jacob Astor. Hold on. I gotta think.
Yo, what?
It rings a bell, but I don't know. Oh my God. He died. How did he die, dude?
You got 30 seconds left.
Okay.
Plane accident, Bermuda Triangle, ship on the Titanic. Well, that's too late.
Disappeared.
I watch a lot of PBS, guys. I'm trying to remember all the history PBS shit I watch.
What were the years?
I want to say he did disappear in the Bermuda, in the Bermuda Triangle, something like that.
Well, that's because MVP said that. That was MVP's first.
Couple more seconds and then it's time.
It sounds like that's what was whispered in my ear. Somebody? Let's do.
You just okay.
That's right. That would be awesome.
He disappeared in the Bermuda.
All right, everybody. Final answer. Disappeared in the Bermuda Triangle.
The Bermuda Triangle.
I like that one too. He did disappear at sea, but it wasn't in the Bermuda Triangle. It was April 15th, 1912, and he was on board the Titanic.
Oh!
I heard one of you say it.
Damn!
Damn it.
Did we just win?
Do we have credit for the disappear?
Dugan, yes.
I was gonna say, can we just say disappear?
Did we just win?
Club Asia, unfortunately, you didn't get that one right, which means Bonotology keeps the lead, and from a commandly decisive behind position, Bonotology has taken the lead, which makes them the winner for tonight's game. Congratulations all around to everybody, both teams. That was a great game. We really hope you had fun tonight. Club Asia, I am so sorry you didn't get the win for tonight, but we're gonna get to Bonotology really quickly. But for right now, Club Asia, thank you so much for playing tonight. We hope you had a good time, and tell our folks at home, if they're not familiar with you, where they can find you if they want to follow you online.
Sure, yeah. So we're Club Asia Improv. We're all Asian American improv group here in Chicago. You can follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Club Asia Improv. That's at Club Asia Improv on Instagram and Facebook.
All right, great. And so again, Club Asia, thank you so much for playing tonight. But this brings us over to our they're as surprised as I'm sure everybody else is tonight. Winners, Bonotology, congratulations on the win. And we don't like to send our winners home empty-handed. I think they have since made up. And I think here to tell you what you've won, we have the dynamic duo of Leah and Sam. Leah and Sam, tell them what they've won tonight.
Yeah, this is a very good prize. I'm very excited about it. You win a pack of 32 gel pens. There's 32 colors.
Yeah, so, it's not 32 color.
32 different colors. So you get like red.
You get like a green in there, a nice green.
There's like a yellow.
There's a cornflower blue.
There's a mauve. Probably
like 32 of them. Yeah. All right.
Well, this is great for all that writing you're doing.
Yeah. Well, Leah and Sam, thank you both very so much for coming on tonight. And Bonotology, congratulations on your prize. But before we say goodbye to Bonotology, where can our fans of the show, or where can people who have never seen you before find you on your social medias?
Church of Bonotology is our social media handles on Instagram and Facebook. And then we used to have a weekly show. I don't know if that's ever coming back. Same with the world. So we also have a legal and legitimate church in Kansas that we will be opening up a physical location for and accepting your tax deductible donations, provided you pay income tax in the state of Kansas.
That is so hilarious to me, and congratulations on rigging the system like that. But congratulations, Bonotology. We hope you enjoy your prize. We're going to send that out to you. And that's going to end the show for tonight, except we have one last thing that we're going to do. Bear with me for 1 second, because Sunday might be Valentine's Day, but tonight is Valentine's Day. Our tech guru, Al, and it is his birthday tonight, and he chose to spend it with us and helping to entertain you. For those of you who are not familiar with the show, he is the beating heart of this program. We really could not do a single damn thing out here without his hard work and his help. And if you will indulge me, I would like to embarrass him across state lines.
Perfect.
With a quick rousing round, whether you're playing tonight or whether you're sitting at home. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Al. Happy birthday to you. I think we got it at the end. Al, blow your candle out.
Perfect. Amazing.
Nicely done. Yeah. I'm gonna mail this to you. All
also,
right. Well,
I recorded that, and it's gonna be my ringtone for the next year.
You're gonna want to edit it in post. I can tell you that. All right. Well, anyway,
I'm gonna auto-tune it.
That is our show tonight.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Yes, and thank you, Al. Really, thank you so much. All right, that is our show tonight. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the show, please follow us on Facebook. We are on YouTube. We are on Instagram. We have a website, www.quarantinethegameshow.com. You can find links to all of our socials, old episodes, sketches, upcoming show information. If you want to reach out to us, our email is on there as well. We really do appreciate you taking the time to see us tonight. We really do hope you'll come back. We are here every Tuesday night with new teams, new sketches, new characters, a whole new shebang, and we will see you then. But for now, as we say every week, stay safe, stay sane, and take care of each other. Thank you all so much, and have a wonderful night.
Club Asia 1.